The UK has brought together over 40 countries and organizations to launch a major crackdown on dangerous people smuggling gangs. This global effort aims to strengthen borders, take down criminal networks, and save lives. The UK's leadership is already making an impact. France is deploying a new team of highly trained officers to stop small boat crossings. Germany is tightening its laws against smugglers, helping migrants reach the UK. Italy is working with the UK to cut off smugglers' financial networks. Since July, UK authorities have seized 600 boats and engines, giving law enforcement stronger powers to break up smuggling gangs, increasing deportations and cracking down on illegal work, stopping criminals from luring migrants with false job promises. Sir Keir Starmer has said 24,000 people who have no right to be here have been returned since Labour took power as he opened the government's border security summit. The Prime Minister said it was the highest return rate for 8 years. UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer expressed anger over the vast scale of illegal immigration worldwide, calling it a major threat to global security. He also warned that UK firms hiring illegal workers could face fines of £60,000 and potential jail time for violations. Nigerian Interior Minister Mr. Olubunmi participated in the summit and shared his thoughts.
It's a responsibility of government to respond, and I think that's what this is about. So this platform has brought us an opportunity for all major stakeholders, regardless of which part of the globe you are from the US to the UK to Europe to Africa to Asia to South America. So all of us coming together now, seeing it as a joint problem, seeing it as a common problem that needs to be tackled. After all, humanity is our only race, and we must all try, work hard to make sure that we preserve the dignity of
U.S. President Donald Trump has implemented a 10% tariff on imports from most countries, with even steeper rates applied to what he refers to as the worst offenders. Lesotho was slapped with the highest tariff rates, while additional tariffs were imposed on several African nations, including 47% on Madagascar, 40% on Mauritius, 37% on Botswana, and 30% on South Africa. Nigerian exports will be hit at a rate of 14%. Kenya, Ghana, Ethiopia, Tanzania, Uganda, Senegal, and Liberia were among those countries whose exports to the U.S. will be subject to the baseline tariff of 10%. More than 500,000 Americans are expected to hit the streets for a wave of anti-Donald Trump protests after the U.S. president declared an economic revolution. The protests across the U.S. is expected to be the largest single-day demonstration against the administration since Mr. Trump took office. The Mass Mobilization Day is a protest against Mr. Trump's economic agenda and aggressive government cuts led by his billionaire ally Elon Musk. It comes days after Mr. Trump announced hundreds of billions of dollars worth of reciprocal tariffs on America's trading partners, triggering a stock market meltdown. J.P. Morgan, the largest investment bank in the U.S., is now predicting a recession this year, revising its American GDP outlook from 1.3% growth to a 0.3% decline. However, despite the market turmoil, Mr. Trump has only intensified his aggressive stance. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has announced plans to impose a tariff on U.S.-made vehicles that do not meet the terms of the existing North American Free Trade Agreement. Meanwhile, China has declared it will introduce a 34% tariff on all U.S. imports starting April 10. In response, U.S. markets experienced their worst week since 2020. While the UK's FTSE 100 dropped nearly 5%, its sharpest decline in 5 years. In the midst of the economic upheaval, the U.S. has begun implementing a 10% baseline tariff on all imports, with President Trump urging Americans to hang tough. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has stated he is prepared to act to shield British businesses from the storm. Indonesia and Taiwan have opted not to introduce retaliatory tariffs. Israeli President Benjamin Netanyahu is set to travel to Washington for a meeting with Trump. President Tinubu is currently in France on a 2-week working visit. The presidency says he's using the time to review his administration's progress, plan ahead, and gear up for his second anniversary in office. He's still in touch with his team back home and overseeing things from abroad. This isn't his first France trip. He also spent 2 weeks there in early 2024 for personal reasons. That trip drew some criticism, but the presidency defended it, saying he's entitled to take time off. Beyond personal stuff, Tinubu has also done official business in France before. That's all for today's update. If you found this story helpful or interesting, don't forget to like, share, and comment with your thoughts below. And for more breaking news and in-depth coverage, hit that subscribe button and follow us to stay informed. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.